Hello, Princess on a Pillow here. I am here to do a review slash recap with my opinion on 90 Day Fiance. Before the 90 Days, Season 6, Episode 10 is titled Sex, Lies, and Video ... Let's get started. Okay, we start off with Gino and Jasmine. Okay, so we see Gino and Jasmine. They are going away on a weekend trip to Western Panama. The last time they went away on a trip, it was a shit show. That was when Jasmine found out that Gino had sent pictures of her breast implants to his ex, and all hell had broken loose on that trip. Okay, so now let's see what happens on this trip. The trip already started out bad. The night before, Gino had beans and cheese, and now he has diarrhea. And now they're rushing so that they don't miss their flight. I would have told Gino, you know what, you stay here and you take care of your diarrhea problem, and I'll go to Western Panama all by myself, and you hook back up with me once your situation is taken care of. That's what I would have told Gino. I wouldn't miss my flight. So they did make the flight. It's on a little tiny plane, and they finally got to Western Panama. And then they drove to their little getaway bungalow or whatever. It's like a little cabin room. After they get settled, they try to get romantic. They are wearing robes and drinking wine. Then Jasmine changes into lingerie and bring out some toys. And Gino seemed to like it. He had handcuffs. They were like the band handcuffs. They weren't regular handcuffs. And there was I don't know if they call it a ball and chain. No, that's what you put on your foot when you get married. This is a ball with a strap that goes around your head. Put it in her mouth. That's a good thing for Jasmine. Put that mess in her mouth. Keep that mess in her mouth so she won't be yelling and screaming and hollering and cussing you out, Gino. But anyway, put the ball in her mouth, and then he pulled the straps around her head. And then he lightly whipped her. He seemed to enjoy it. She seemed to enjoy it. And hey, I'd rather them do that instead of yelling and screaming and cussing each other out. The next morning, they're both happy, and Jasmine tells Gino that she is happy that he ejaculated for the first time with her. Then she said in her confessional that he made her pee on him. Okay. To each his own, okay? That's what makes them happy, and that's what makes them happy. Then they go horseback riding, and while they're horseback riding, the guy picked a fruit and gave it to Gino to eat, and Gino bit it and spit that shit out. Gino didn't like it. He spit that shit out. It was funny the way he was spitting it out. So anyway, when they're done horseback riding, they sit down to talk, and Jasmine tells Gino that when she gets to the state, she don't want nothing to do with his family, especially that Dina guy, his cousin that had asked her a rude question on social media, so she don't like him. So Gino asked her if she'll sit down and have a video conference with him and clear the air with him, and she said yes. And that's the end of Jasmine and Gino. Next is Amanda and Razvan. Razvan wants to have a good time, so he takes Sourpuss to a Romanian restaurant. When they get to the restaurant and sit at a table, the first thing that comes out of Sourpuss' mouth is, "I can't read the menu." Instead of saying, "Ooh, this is nice. I like this. Thank you for taking me here." The first thing that comes out of her mouth, it has to be something negative. "I can't read the menu." Alexa, how do you say hamburger in Romanian?
Hamburger in Romanian is
hamburger.
Sounds the same to me. It sounds the same to me. Alexa, how do you say salad in Romanian?
salad in Romanian is
Salata.
Sounds the same to me. You don't have to speak the language, Heffa. I tell you. She always says something negative because she's a bitch. But Razan had her laughing. After a little while, he had her laughing, and hats off to you, Razan, because I couldn't do it. Razan said he wants to take Amanda to Croatia to meet his family. Why would he want to do that? She don't want you to meet her kids, so why do you want her to meet your family? He's worried that they won't like Amanda because she's a bitch. But he didn't say that. He said he's worried that they won't like her because she's difficult. Same thing. That's what he means to say. She's a bitch. He also said that his ex-wife did not get along with his family because, and it was a problem because she was controlling. Amanda is controlling too. He must like those type of women. He like controlling women because she tells him that he can't meet her kids. He can't come to the States. He can't kiss nobody in his video. They can't have sex. They can't have kids. And you can't buy me lingerie or gifts because my husband was the only one that bought me gifts. There's a list of things that he can't do in this relationship. She is controlling. Rosin told her that his mother will like her because she's a Christian and she has a good soul and she loves him. But the mother won't like him moving to the States. Rosin, your mother has nothing to worry about because Amanda does not want you to move to the States either, okay? Your mom has nothing to worry about, okay? Rosin he let the cat out of the bag. This is where he messed up. He tells her that his family knows that he's always wanted to move to the States ever since he was a little kid. So Amanda was like, what? I didn't know that. She said, that's a red flag for me. He said, but I told you this from the beginning. He said, don't think that that is why I'm with you is to come to the States. But why else are you with her? Why else are you with Sourpuss, who is boring, controlling? She's a grieving widow with two young kids. Why would you want to be stuck with somebody like this? So next, they're back at the Airbnb, and he is still trying to convince her that he's not in a relationship with her just to come to the States. And she don't believe him. But anyway, they are going to a pool party to meet up with some of his friends. 2 hours later, they arrive at the pool party. And Rosin's friend greets them. And she is wearing a teeny tiny yellow 2-piece thong bikini. Yes, she is. And she looks good. This girl is cuter, prettier, sexier, friendlier than Sourpuss. Why isn't he with her instead of Sourpuss? Why? The girl asks Amanda if she wants to change into her swimsuit. Amanda told her that she didn't bring a swimsuit. And the girl said to Rosin, didn't you tell her this was a pool party? And then Rosin said she's on her period. I can't believe he said that. I cannot believe he said that. He's nuts. So they're talking about her meeting his parents and that the parents doesn't speak English, so Rosin has to translate everything. And Amanda thinks he won't translate everything and he'll leave some stuff out. And then Rosin said, maybe I will. Maybe I will leave some stuff out. And then she looks at him and gives him the evil eye. And then the friend realized that she was giving him the evil eye. And the friend didn't like it. So the friend said, let me talk to you. So the friend pulled her aside. And what did she say to her? Oh, the friend asked Sourpuss, how is the relationship? Do they fight? And Sourpuss said, yes, we fight. And the friend said, when I start a new relationship, I want peace. I don't want to fight. And then the friend asked, do you love him? And Sourpuss said, I wouldn't leave my 2 kids and come here for 3 weeks if I didn't love him. And then the friend cut her off. The friend said, told her that they look at each other like they love each other, but they want to kill each other. She said, that looks like a toxic relationship to me. And Sourpuss said, our relationship is not toxic. We love each other very much. And then the friend cut her off again. The friend said, how can you love someone in just 6 days? Where'd she get 6 days from? They've been talking on the line for a long time. For a little while now. So I don't know where she get the 6 days from. In her confessional, Amanda said, the friend must have a crush on Rosin. That's why she keeps saying our relationship is toxic. The friend told Sourpuss that Rosin was hurt before and she doesn't want Amanda to play with him. And that was the end of that. Next up is Dempsey and Styler. We find out that Styler has been at Dempsey's trailer for 2 days now and has not showered yet. Yuck. They have been having sex and she hasn't showered for 2 days. She hasn't showered because there's no hot water. She's too precious to shower with cold water. I would take a cold shower. That doesn't faze me one bit. That's no big deal for me. Anyway, after she takes a cold shower, she doesn't ever want to do that again. So she wonders how long can she not take a shower before she starts stinking. She needs to take a shower every day, especially that for the fact that they're having sex. Anyway, they are getting ready to go meet Dempsey's father, who doesn't know that they're in a relationship. So Dempsey tells Stella that her father didn't like her last relationship because it was toxic. And if he doesn't like Stella, then she would have to rethink the relationship. Stella, you better hope and pray that her daddy likes you, or you will be on a plane back to the States with a broken heart again. So they are in the car on their way to meet the dad, and Stella tells Dempsey that she feels like she's her other half, and she says, "Is this what love feels like?" or something like that. She's in love or something like this. She used the word love. I'm not a fan of Stella. I hate the fact that she's still communicating with her ex. I hate the fact that she's planning on moving in with Dempsey without even telling Dempsey. I hate the fact that she's so insecure. And I hate the fact that she'd rather stink than take a cold shower. Anyway, Dempsey thinks that Stella is moving too fast. And she thinks that's why Stella's relationships don't work, because she moves too fast. So they meet up with the dad, and Stella is so awkward, she tells the dad that he smells nice. That is weird. The father, he sits down before they sit down. He's no kind of gentleman. None whatsoever. What are they doing? How are they raising them in England these days? Anyway, when they sit down, Dempsey told her father that they met on a dating app, and they have been in a long-distance relationship now for 7 months. So then the father finds out that Stella has been in England before because she has a thing for English girls. So Dempsey leaves out to go order them some food, and Stella is alone with the dad. And the dad asks her about her prior relationship with the other English girl. And Stella told him all about it. Then Stella tells the father something that she hasn't even told Dempsey yet. She told him that her lease is up in a month, and she plans on moving to England, but Dempsey doesn't know it yet. Why would she tell the dad that, when she hasn't even told that to Dempsey? The father said he doesn't want anyone to hurt Dempsey ever again. That's a stupid thing to say, because this is life. You get hurt. We hurt each other. This is what happens in life. You can't stop anybody from being hurt. The father is delusional. So then Dempsey comes back with the food, and they eat. And in his confessional, the father said that that Styler needs to slow down. I guess he doesn't want Styler moving to England. And I wonder where Dempsey's mom is. Anyway, Styler goes to the bathroom with the bag of food, while the father and the daughter go off to have a chat. And the father told Dempsey to slow down and not to let Styler push her into anything. And Dempsey agrees with her father. Next scene, they are back at Dempsey's trailer, and it's the next day, I think, and it's Valentine's Day. So Styler does something romantic for Dempsey. She gives her a massage. She rubs her feet with oil. She massages her feet with oil. And while she's doing that, she's saying how, happy she was to meet Dempsey's father. But Dempsey still thinks that Styler is moving too fast. So Dempsey leaves to go to work, and Styler has roses, candles, cards, gifts, s'mores, and she's trying to make a romantic Valentine's Day for Dempsey. So, she wants to officially tell Dempsey that she loves her and ask her if she can move in. And she knows she's moving too fast, but she don't give a shit. She's going to do it anyway. Next up is Tyree, Kristen, and Carmilla. So Tyree is packing to go meet the real Carmilla in Denver. He texted her and told her that someone catfished him and used her photos. And this has been going on for 4 years. So the real Carmilla texted him back and said that she was sorry that that happened to him, and she agrees to meet up with him. Why? Anyway, him and his sister, they fly out to Denver to meet the real Carmilla. Next we see him in his hotel room, and he's ironing a sweater. Who irons a sweater? Anyway, he's ironing a sweater and getting ready to go meet Carmilla. So he had gotten her a gift. He got her a gift, a candle. And then his sisters, they told him to keep his location on, and they sent him off to go meet the real Carmilla. So he gets to the restaurant, and he sits and he waits. And of course, it goes off while we see somebody coming in the door. But I don't think she's going to show up. I think she's going to stand him up like they did before. Next up, it's, is this the last person here? No, it's not last person. Cleo and Kristen. Cleo goes to have tea with her friend Jane, and she spilled the tea. She told Jane that her and Kristen had sex the night before. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. She said it was nice, it was romantic. She said they made love rather than just have sex. At the Airbnb, we see Kristen. He's having a hard time trying to turn on the stove, and then he's having a hard time cracking an egg. And then the producers, they're interrogating him about what happened the night before. He said he bit the bullet and made the first move, and it was a good night. He told the producers that they hooked up, and the producer asked him if they had sex, and Kristen said no. He said no, they had no sex. So now, who do we believe? Do we believe Cleo, or do we believe Kristen? I believe Cleo. Next, we see Cleo. It's the next day. She's meeting up with Jane in the dark, in the streets, and she's upset. And they get into the car to go back to the Airbnb, and Cleo tells Jane that Kristen told the producers that they did not have sex. So now Cleo is upset that Kristen lied, and Kristen doesn't want Cleo telling anybody else that they had sex. That doesn't make any sense to me, because he told the producer that they hooked up. What is hooked up? I thought hooked up was sex. I guess not. Then he said they went to second base. What is second base? I think first base is kissing. What's second base? Oh, second base must be under the shirt. I don't know. Cleo said she doesn't want a secret lover. She'd rather be alone than have a secret lover. But still, she still wants to keep seeing Kristen. I would dump that fool. That fool's playing games. I would dump him. Last but not least is Misha and Nicola. Misha goes outside of the hotel room in her sleepwear. She didn't even put on a robe. And she goes out there to talk to the camera. They had a fight the night before. Her and Nicola. Anyway, she's telling the cameras about her and Nicola's argument and how bad it was. Nicola comes out and he asks her if she's sad. She says no, she's not sad. She's confused. And Nicola asked her what can he do to fix things. He said he knows that she doesn't like the way he treats her or he behaves. And he wants to work on it because he loves her and he wants the relationship to work. In his confessional, he said Misha wants him to be more intimate. He said, but it's a culture thing and he's shy. He said he's going to change for Misha. He asked her for forgiveness, and he told her that he will be more gentle and more sweet with her. And he's really sucking up to her because he does not want her to dump him and go back to the States, and then he has to go live with his mother for forever and ever and ever. So he sucks up to her. He tells her she is good to him. She teaches him a lot. She loves God. He loves her laugh. She is friendly with people. She has a good heart. She is beautiful, and he is crazy about her. And Misha ate it all up, and now she's happy all over again. He put it on too thick for me, and that's a red flag for me. Anywho, this is the end of my review. Thank you so very much for watching. Princess on a Pillow here. Bye.